Hello everybody, Logan here in the video. Today I got something pretty cool to show you. This is the new 2021 Lowe's exclusive Hanging Grim Reaper, or as a lot of people call it, the new 2021 Shaking Spirits Remake. So let's kind of backtrack to why people call this the Shaking Spirit Remake. Because it's a newer Shaking Spirits, Gemmy's modern take on their older line, with some differences with different programming and a more modern design. So the programming in this is really weird. So the original ones just shook. This one, it only shakes when it laughs, and the mouth lights up only when he laughs. The eyes stay lit the whole time. It's kind of cool how the LEDs aren't like exposed. So good to see you, Gemmy. Was not expecting kind of that different programming, which is kind of interesting to see them do that. So the Shaking Spirits is a line that I remember as a kid. Always went to this house and they had the classic original skeletal vampire shaking spirit, and they would slap the wall of their house and it would shake, and I thought it was the coolest thing as a kid. And since then I kind of wanted to get my own to have and put in my haunted house, but I could just never really find it. So I am settling for this one. I went to Lowe's and got this guy and a couple others, so you will see more Lowe's items now within the hanging prop like review bulk that I'm doing right now, because the other items are not hanging decor. They're not the large animatronics either, so don't get too excited or disappointed, depending on who you are. This guy was $25, so cheaper out of the other props that I have reviewed, which is kind of nice. So Gemmy is a company I have a love-hate relationship with, but I liked a lot more of their items this year than in past years. So now I have this guy and that guy over there that I tried to get for years, but it's not his video, it's this guy's. So obviously, as someone who has loved Halloween their whole life and has always had fun decorating and loved spooky decorations, so it's kind of nostalgic because it reminds me of the older decorations I used to see, more specifically all the shaking spirits that I would see everywhere. They were just everywhere. I would see them in so many different houses. So it kind of reminds me of that. Just with a more modern twist to it, which I don't really mind. Normally, kind of fix this guy a little bit. Normally I don't like Gemmy's modern takes on certain items, but this was one that I was like, you know what, it's really not straying that far from the original. It kind of still has some of the stylistic details, like the longer eyes. Now the sculpt is not nearly as detailed, whatever, and it is lower quality because the plastic on this is thin and kind of flimsy, but oh well, it's modern Gemmy. It even has the old shackled. They're all, I don't think all of them are shackled, but the one I grew up seeing was shackled. My only issue is it's just plain black chain. I wish they would have done like that silver dry brush that literally every other company does. I'm not going to do it myself only because I'm lazy and I'm working on a billion other projects and just don't want to go through the trouble with this item. But that's really my only complaint about it, honestly. It shakes pretty well. I actually like the newer programming that they did on it. I thought it's kind of interesting and different. I was not expecting them to do that at all. So it has the original audio, which again, happy about that. They didn't give it some dumb, really overly kiddish phrase. So yeah, I will get on the demo. So you really can't see him light up, but his eyes light up red, and his mouth lights up red as it laughs, and only as it laughs. And then it shakes only as he laughs. Again, the original ones, it just stayed lit up the whole time and kept shaking through the entire audio. So it's different, but I don't know, I thought it was kind of neat. But yeah, this is an item I definitely recommend. This is kind of going in my cemetery, and it's definitely an item I have pretty fond memories of when I was younger. I think it's even longer too than the original ones. I think it's bigger, like in bulkier than the original ones, so there's definitely some improvements. Oh, I guess another one of my complaints too is the audio is really quiet on these. The original ones are really loud, but everything's kind of internal and inside the head. They kind of crammed everything inside of it, so I definitely kind of expected that. But yeah, so that is the new for 2021 Gemmy animated Hanging Grim Reaper, or as I like to call it, the new for 2021 Reaper Shaking Spirit. So this week's upload schedule is going to be more frequent. I've said a billion times, yada yada. These two are next. All these hanging props are going to be filmed this week, and the bigger stuff's going to be filmed next week. They have bigger stuff to film. But yeah, I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.